Are the Brits finally getting their country back? Is the UK finally back? Probably not. But hey, they're getting some stuff done at least. Tommy Robinson is making them all go crazy around there. It's fucking insane. You have to leave a comment and a like right now. Tell me how insane you think this is.
They've imported hostile, violent men into our communities, and then they've tried to smear us as racists or extremists for wanting protection of our women.
This is the revolt. This is the peasants revolting.
He needs to stop
This is the revolution.
hard-working Brits as for far right. We just want to be heard, and he's ignoring us.
At the end of the day, do you think a civil war is inevitable here?
Yeah, it's been going on for years. I don't recognise my country no more.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable all over the world, actually. I think we have an international problem that is getting worse, and is probably going to be an international civil war. We've never seen anything like that before, but I think eventually it's coming.
Why are they exploding?
Even if it's not this time.
Keir Starmer is like an actual traitor.
Today we're here in the streets of London. We have the Big Ben right behind us here today, and today it's set to be one of the biggest marches in the history of the United Kingdom. Hundreds of thousands of people are set to come in from all across the United Kingdom to come into the streets of London today. Right now, over 4,000 police officers have been employed into London, and they're using new facial recognition cameras to track who comes in and out of the protest. That is something that has never happened before, and at all of the major stations like King's Cross, they have new cameras that have facial recognition.
Yeah, it's so they can, one by one, find who everyone is and arrest them. Can't arrest them all at once, but you can, over time, figure out who they are and arrest them. That's probably what's going to happen.
And they're tracking quite literally everyone that comes into this protest, and they have even banned journalists from entering into the United Kingdom to cover this event. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, has been outspoken against those that are attending this march, saying that this march is led by convicted thugs and people that are spreading division and hate here inside the United Kingdom. He called it racist, actually.
Tomorrow's march in London is a reminder of what we're up against in the battle of our values. The organisers, including convicted thugs and racists, are peddling hatred and division.
Yep, that's going to make things better. That's really going to help your cause. Just labeling everybody racist when it's an obvious lie, and also, like, how out of touch is this guy? Thinking that calling people racist works anymore. People overused the racist insult, and now it means nothing. Congratulations. Actual racists are not deemed racist anymore. They don't get singled out because you think everybody's a racist. But really, that's probably what they wanted all along. Just division. Saying that we're the ones that are peddling hatred and division. Okay.
Plain and simple.
So today we're going to be speaking with everyone here in the streets of London to see what's going on and what they have to say about what they are fighting for, as this is called the Unite the West march here in the streets of London. How do you guys feel about what your Prime Minister said about those that attend this march today?
He's a disgrace. He's an absolute disgrace. So he is. I'm not far right. Don't have a criminal record. I'm a pensioner. I fear for my grandchildren.
And what do you fear for your grandchildren?
Because of all the illegal immigrants that's coming here, and they're getting everything going. I have two sons, can't even get on the property market.
And why do you think Keir Starmer would call people like you racist for attending this march?
Because he's frightened. He's frightened. He's on his way out anyway, and the sooner the better.
Your message to Keir Starmer?
Resign for the country's good, you tyrant.
He's calling you guys racist for being out here today.
Well, he's full of shit, as we all know.
Yeah. This looks like 30 dudes that I know. It's just these three.
Now we've made it here to the start
just
of the
normal ass people.
March. You can hear the chants already. Everyone's yelling, Keir Starmer is a wanker.
I don't see a single person that's like dressed in all black. I mean, you see all black, but you know what I mean? The black bloc. I don't see any Antifa dirtbags out here.
Look at this. Thousands of people in the streets right now, all chanting Keir Starmer is a wanker. We have Keir Starmer on top of a right now.
How you doing?
How are you doing? Keir Starmer on top of a.
He's a
Do you feel like this is the Great Britain you grew up in?
No. Do you think it's a Great Britain we grew up in? No. Not so great now. We're an embarrassment to the world.
Well, look at them. Blue eyes, blonde hair. They're obviously racist.
What this government's doing.
What do you guys think about Keir Starmer blocking journalists from coming into the United Kingdom?
It's disgusting. Not a single black person out there.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's only for one thing, because they say things you don't like. They say things Keir Starmer don't like, he likes to block you. I'm surprised you managed to sneak through, to be fair, mate. I've just been watching you in Cuba.
You see that lady in the background trying to light a cigarette?
I'm a bit surprised as well that they let me in.
I don't know, you managed to sneak
And how
through.
come you think here they're
By the way, cigarettes are based, in my opinion,
attacking freedom of speech?
Well, I know why. It's because they've got their own narrative, haven't they? I mean, I don't go all into it, but it all stems from after the war. They started implementing all these systems of anti-racism, and it just come to a point now where a white man's not listened to. It's not about black or white, but native people are just not listened to in the country anymore. And it's just, to put it this way, there's a Sikh guy stabbed a white kid the other day, and the police arrested the white kid because the Sikh guy said he said something racist. They handcuffed him, he sat on the floor, bled out, and died. A couple of days.
damn, like you get arrested just for somebody accusing you of saying something racist? Even if he did say something racist, that's insane to arrest somebody over that. What? Especially if somebody stabs you? Like, bro, how do you get to that point? It's almost like it's done on purpose.
Years ago, somebody Novak, his name is, young college kid, look it up, mate.
And what brings you guys out here today?
Wow, you know what it's like, mate. It's tyranny in this country, absolute diabolical. They're against us English.
Future, my friend. You can't keep pouring one country into this one, expecting it's going to turn out. They've got different cultures, different ideologies, and different ways of living. We want to keep our culture. I've got a granddaughter. When in 30 years' time,
We want to keep our culture. Well, your culture's been taken over by, for one, all of your favorite TV shows. This guy doesn't strike me as a gamer, but all the movies, the books, social media, everything has been taken over by actual racist, flaming who want to replace everybody with Muslims because Muslims are easy to control.
We just want everyone to know that this was not racially motivated.
she grows up, I want her to recognise the England I was born in. And if we keep pouring into this country, there's going to be nothing left.
In what ways is the England that you grew up
There's
in?
going to be nothing left, including the people. Because I don't know if you know this, Muslims are told to kill anybody who is not a Muslim. And if they're the majority of a country, guess what they're going to do?
Different than the England that your grandchildren are growing up in?
Because we keep pouring in these different cultures, these different religions into this country. And we've seen how the Islam goes. You spread Islam across the world.
Everybody knows what the problem is. Everybody knows that it's Muslims, man.
Spread Islam across Europe. It destroys everything on its path, on its way.
And that's the
I've
point.
got nothing against refugees coming in, as long as they're vetted. And we understand who they are and what
and no Muslims.
they are. Come and respect our culture. Come and respect.
I don't care if you're technically a good person. If you're a Muslim, you're not a good person. You're either lying about reading the Quran and you just don't know, or you're just lying in general and you do know.
Our people. That's all we ask.
And Keir Starmer has called the organizers of the event thugs and racist, and has said that you guys are pushing division and hate here inside the country.
Keir Starmer shouldn't even be there. He's hanging on by a thread, and he knows he is. It's his last chance for his last chance to stand against us people. He's been calling us far right, fascists and Nazis. Can you see any far right fascists and Nazis around here? I see grandparents, I see parents, I see soldiers.
I see a bunch of blue-eyed, blonde-haired white people. If you got blue eyes, blonde hair, and you're white, you're racist.
I see everyone out. It's my grandson. We're not far right, we're not fascists, we're not Nazis, we're just people who want a future for this country, and that's all we're after.
And do you think you'll ever get to the point here where people have to actually defend the country and bear up arms?
Yeah, because these people are going to start actually dressing up like crusaders soon. Like, these are just costumes, but you're going to start seeing actual crusaders if this shit doesn't get fixed soon. People are actually going to start crashing out because they got nothing left to lose, man. When they got nothing left to lose, they will take back their shit by force. And there ain't nothing that you're going to be able to label them. There ain't nothing you're going to be able to say about it because they're not going to give a fuck anymore. They're already at that point of not giving a fuck. Just wait until they give wait until it goes negative when they give negative fucks.
Because nobody's listening to anybody. They're just doing what they want to do. They're not asking us what we want.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm all right. I'm here for the love of Christ.
The march has officially begun. Tom is right behind us now, leading the march. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are out here in the streets of London. Here we go.
Oh, let me pray for you quickly. Heavenly Father, thank you for this man. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for blessing him and keeping him and continue to bless him and cover him in all ways. In Jesus' precious name, amen.
Amen. There we go.
A self-hating black person.
People in the streets of Britain praying for me.
Good to hear you. Oh my God, take your photo.
The people of London.
Come here, quick. Yes.
And ma'am, they are calling people like you a racist for being out here today.
I was an NHS worker. I worked for the NHS. I was a medical emergency nursing assistant. I lost my job for showing a post from the government website how much asylum seekers get when they come to the UK. I was sacked for gross misconduct straight away. Never had a complaint about me ever in my life. So I'm here to support my nurses.
So you've been attacked by the government for speaking out against mass immigration?
Yes, I was a NHS nursing assistant. I was a medical emergency, and I lost my job through freedom to speak. And
you do know what the problem is. That's their problem. Their problem is right here, because they see themselves as king. But really, Christ is king.
To be here, I want to show freedom to speak in the UK, and we're going to show it today.
So you have the march coming from right here, and then you have a whole nother group of people, a whole nother sea of people meeting up right here. Very well, could be 1 million plus people here in the streets of London today. You have the police on the outskirts of the march, and check this out, they have these cameras right here surveilling each and every single one of them.
At this point, I think we should just make Tommy Robinson king of England.
The protesters. See those cameras right there, they use those to survey the people, and then they have the body cameras as well. So they have those cameras right there for any evidence, for any footage that they may need. Mass surveillance here in the streets of the United Kingdom. Your sign says,
Nick Shirley!
Oh, hello.
Oh my goodness. Hello,
He's known
Nick Shirley.
worldwide.
Nice to meet you. Your sign says, we do not vote for open borders, digital ID, higher taxes, two-tier policing, loss of free speech, pedophiles in politics, higher cost of living, Starmer out, restore Britain.
Yeah.
What's your message to Keir Starmer today?
Keir Starmer's a wanker. Everything in the mandate is backtracked on. He's added things in that wasn't mandated, like digital ID. It doesn't listen to the British public. He's just had a landslide vote and he still is ignorant.
He needs to go.
He needs to stop branding hard-working Brits as...
Wait, hold on. Were they singing that Seven Nation Army? Keir Starmer is a wanker. Seven Nation Army can't hold me back.
Far right. We just want to be heard and he's ignoring us.
How do you feel about the mass surveillance here of your government?
I feel like if you can do that to your own people, why can't you monitor more closely the people you're letting in who are abusing our women and children, who are taking taxpayers' money, who are living better lives than the people who are working really hard in this country, who live here, who are proud of where we are. We don't oppose immigration. We just don't want to have them prioritised above us. We're losing our culture and identity. It's not fair. We've had enough.
And why do you think Keir Starmer and your politicians are calling people out here racist, saying this is pushing division here inside the United Kingdom?
I wish I knew the answer to that question, but I really don't. I asked myself.
The answer, I can tell you right now. It's projection. Everything that he is labeling everybody is what he actually is. That's what leftoids do, man.
This all the time. All I know is he's not serving the British public, and these numbers prove it.
The march continues to get bigger and bigger. Right now we're in Trafalgar Square. It is completely filled, and all the way down to Parliament Square it is completely filled as well. We're gonna go interview Tommy in just a moment, but I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, and that is Opus Clip. What used to just be an AI clipper has now become the most powerful AI growth tool for creators. And me, for instance, I've used Opus on my own, and I've received over 50 million views on a single Facebook page just from using clips from Opus. What you do is you upload your YouTube videos.
Dude, Facebook is actually getting better.
Or your videos in general into Opus.
Like, it's starting to feel like old YouTube with the culture that's going on and the groups. The groups, man, that's where it's at.
And then it'll go through and clip those videos using the power of AI, and then you can then bulk schedule those videos onto your platforms like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, and then those videos go ahead and get posted to all of your platforms. And they just came out their new AI editor 3.0 that comes with smarter auto framing, better virality scoring, and brand new captions. I love Opus. It makes it super simple to post your videos and get your content to go quite literally everywhere. And right now, for you guys watching this video, they're gonna hook you guys up with 4 months at
Shit, I might actually do this.
50% off. All you have to do is go to the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment down below. 4 months at 50% off. I promise, give Opus a try. It is well worth it. And now let's get back into the protest. Tommy, you've done it again.
We've done it.
March.
We're leading a revolution in Britain, right?
From here in the middle of
You
Whitehall.
had your revolution through the election ballot box with Donald Trump. We're having ours right now on the street.
The entire streets of Whitehall all the way to Trafalgar are full of people. And what does this say about the current state of the United Kingdom? What do the Britain people want?
It says that the public are ready. We're ready, right? We've been asleep for too long.
Ready for what?
We're ready to fight for our country, right? We're ready. And what you're witnessing now is a formation and an organisation. We're going to spread this through every town and city, and we're getting ready for the Battle of Britain in 2029. Our next election is the most important election in this country's history, because the enemy...
Battle of Britain. Whoa, wait, hold on. Battle of Britain 2029. What the fuck does that mean?
No longer invading on the borders where they are, but the enemy's here. They're here. They're here. And they're betraying us.
Why has your government betrayed the people of Great Britain?
They've tried to replace us, just like they did in Minnesota. Why do you think Somalia is the highest place in the world, yeah? They're living in Minnesota. They didn't choose there. They were put there. They were put there. So think what they've done there, and think of what you exposed, and think that they all knew it was happening, but they turned...
Yeah, it's international. They've got these hot spots everywhere, all across the world. It's not a problem that is in the United States. It's not a problem that's in the UK. It's a problem that is in the world. And these people that are running it are international. They're not aligned with one specific country. They are beyond nations.
Blind eye. Well, they turned a blind eye to them raping their way through our country because they're importing voters. They're replacing us. They have 6, 7 kids. We don't. They're bringing people in to replace us that are loyal to them.
You know what that means? That means we got to have 8, 9 kids, 10 kids, 12 kids. Have more children. Have too many children.
Want to be dependent on the state, but we don't. The far left have had their revolution, yeah? They've had it. Open borders, breakdown of the family, attacking nationalism, patriotism. They've had it. A successful revolution. You're witnessing today the counter-revolution.
The counter-revolution, civil war come 2029 if nothing happens.
We need to win at the ballot box in 2029. Now, to do that, you have to get the 50%.
Dude, they're actually talking about civil war, being serious about it. And at this point, I'm not saying I'm for or against it, but like, what else is there, man? What else is there left to do but an international civil war? And we're all banding together, different cultures, trying to push the one culture out. And I think we know which culture that is.
I don't like where this is going.
The non-voters, you need to captivate them, electrify them, and give them back that sense of identity and belief that they matter. Today, everyone here knows they matter.
And your message to the rest of the West, for those that aren't here, that don't see what's happening every day here in Britain, what would you say the reality of life is?
The reality of life is women are scared, they can't walk the streets, our daughters are being raped, they've took the safety of our nation. They've imported hostile, violent men into our communities, and then they've tried to smear us as racists or extremists for wanting protection of our women. And to the rest of the West, unite the kingdom, look at that, read that on that side. It says unite the kingdom, unite the West, because this is a Western civilizational problem. They're attacking us.
Stop all of our everyone out here is racist.
We're not seeing this happen really in Asian countries other than, you know, the ones we like.
Yeah, no one cares what they say, right? Look around you. Look at the diversity. This is a lovely crowd, man.
You guys are out here. You're raising up the cross.
Yes.
Starmer's calling people like you guys far right.
Oh, fuck Starmer. He needs to go. There's something dodgy about him.
What's dodgy about Starmer?
Everything. I mean, like, he's a globalist.
And what's the Britain you hope for your children?
I call the globalists international retards. But yeah.
Your 2 daughters right here.
At this moment in time, the whole country's in dire straits. The government are not putting the British people first. There's no...
You know who's really going to be the problem here? You know who's really going to be the problem here? It's not going to be this lady. It's not going to be this guy. It's going to be these 2 girls right here. They're going to be the real problem for these international freaks. It's the children. They're the ones who are feeling the most pain from this, and they see the pain that their parents are going through. Bro, I'm legit about to get emotional.
Okay, what's the de-escalate?
I feel like shit's really about to pop off. I think this next decade, the 2030s, is gonna be fucking insane.
There's no housing, there's no doctor's appointments, there's nothing like that. Yeah. Keir Starmer, I mean, if we were far right, how many people can you spot of all different nationalities here? We've got Iranians, we've got black people, Asian people. Get to f***,
They're self-hating. They're the black faces and the yellow faces of white supremacy.
Starmer, just resign.
Just resign. That's your message.
Resign.
And
Christ is king. I would like to claim refuge in Poland if possible.
Should the rest of Europe be more like Poland?
I think so, yes. Yes.
Me too.
Absolutely.
And with
dude, Poland is based.
The grooming gangs that took place here inside.
You've got the grooming. I've got 2 daughters at the end of the day. Even when I was a child, my younger sister, it happened with these Afghanis. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're having people coming from all different corners of the world that are not brought up with the same morals and same values, there is going to be a clash of cultures. And this is what Starmer isn't listening to. He doesn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
We're just meant to, like, pipe
money, power. And it's not money and power of the UK. It's the world that they're after.
Shut up and just get on with it. No, we're sick of it. Like, this is the revolt. This is the peasants revolting. And we want to keep our name.
This is not the revolution. This right here is not. This isn't what revolution looks like. This is the warning that the revolution is coming.
Generation safe for our little girls and our children. We want them to grow up in the country that we grew up in. And at times, diversity is not our strength. Unity is our strength, and that's why we're here today, to unify and say that we're not having it anymore.
Starmer is saying that your diversity is your strength. You would say it's not.
No. You go to the other march. That's the diversity side of it. This is unity. This is British people coming together to say we love our country and we want to keep it.
Diversity is just division.
Our country. We don't need all these open borders because it's not the best thing for us.
Right here it says the rape of Britain. Would you say Britain has been raped?
I'd say 100% it's right. This isn't a flag, it's a true story. We've had it under the Conservatives and now Keir Starmer. It's ridiculous what this man's doing.
In what ways has Great Britain been raped?
Get him out. Well, look at the...
They keep acting like it's this one guy, Starmer. It definitely isn't. He might be the face of it, but it's all of them.
Young girls are being on the streets. Throughout the country, it's covered up by Sadiq Khan.
Enough's enough.
Through the government, complete cover-up.
What's your guys' message to Keir Starmer? Wanker.
Keir Starmer's a f***ing wanker.
Let's hear it.
Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker.
And why?
All these guys should be in a bar chanting about their least favorite football player. Look at this kid's face, man. Look at this kid's face. I love it so much. This is the next issue that these international freaks are gonna have, is when these kids grow up. Because they're being raised in this shit, man.
I think Keir Starmer is such a wanker.
The way he's absolutely destroying our f***ing country.
What's been your least favorite thing that's happened over the past 10 years here in the United Kingdom?
I've seen my country change in 50 plus years. I don't recognise my country no more. But not only that is, I'm seeing how things went in a different country in the 30s, and it's happening here. And, pardon my French, to piss on the veterans the way they have and persecuting them.
What do you think your forefathers would say about the current status of Great Britain right now?
Turning over in the graves. Literally turning over in the graves. Because my grandparents fought for this country. My cousins, my relatives, my uncles, my aunts, friends have died for this country. For what? For what? For these rich arseholes over there.
Over in Parliament. And do you think those that are in Parliament, you think they represent
They
the
are
people?
the most hated.
It's the rich assholes, and it's the retards that follow them.
Egypts this country's ever seen.
And why do you think they continue to get elected?
Because I think they like it. I think they want the division. Look at this. Every race, creed, colour, sexuality, people from all over the world, look at all the different flags. This is united. This is love. This is everyone, brothers and sisters in arms, for one cause. Freedom. Freedom from that tyrannical bunch of bastards over there. That's what it's about. People have died for this country. They've bled. They've blood.
Unfortunately, even more people are going to have to die for their country because it's being taken over by international freaks who are bringing over murderers and rapists so that they may gain international power.
Have you learned nothing?
soaks in this every part of this country. It's blood soaked of men and women and children of this country that have fought for thousands of years. For what? For them bastards. F*** them.
At the end of the day, do you think a civil war is inevitable here?
Yeah.
This guy is pissed. But it's so true. Like, how long has England existed like it is? Hundreds, thousands of years. Not hundreds of thousands, just hundreds and maybe thousands. I know hundreds at least. I don't know UK history. I know American history, damn it. But yeah, it all just gets taken over in less than a fucking decade, man.
It's been going on for years. I don't recognise my country no more.
So what will a civil war look like here if you guys do not have
like any war? Death, destruction. No one wins. No one wins in war. My friend died fighting for this country. For what? To be pissed on by Keir Starmer and his lot. We're going to take you all to court for war crimes. No one wins in war, I'm afraid.
What would be your message to the rest of the world that doesn't live here inside of Great Britain? They don't understand what's going on.
Open your eyes, see what's going on, because if it's happening here, it's going to happen everywhere. Look at Ireland. God bless the Irish. Keir Faulty.
Right here you have a man, the police officer.
Yeah, Ireland's having it rough, man. It's even worse over there because they have a smaller population that's more spread out.
That you're just doing a job, and I know that you guys lean one way or the other, but there's going to come a time when you guys need to choose a side, and that guy that lives at number 10 is a traitor, and he should be tried as such.
Keir Starmer is like an actual traitor. I believe that he is committing treason against the British people. I actually believe that.
I think all of the fraudsters in America are also treasonous.
We should drag him out of number 10 and we should put him on trial for treason, because what he's done to the British people is it can only...
Yeah, let's not pull him out and drag him into the streets and tear him apart. Let's put him on trial. I wonder what the Muslims would do. Would they just put you on trial, or would they pull you out of your apartment and tear you to pieces?
Master, I don't like him very much. Let's kill him.
I wonder. Yeah, charge him with treason. 1000% agree.
Be defined as treason. He's opened the borders. He's made a career out of protecting peoples. He's made a career out of dissolving our borders.
You're a black man here at this event. They're saying this is a racist event. What's your message to them?
No, it's not.
Your sign right here says British Christians awake.
Yes. We're sleeping. We've had our language has been numbed by thought.
Seeing Asians out there. You know who I'm seeing everybody except the people that I'm talking about.
Process is to self-censure ourselves, and now we've become so liberal we don't know what truth is, and now we've got to wake up to how far we've slipped. Our children are now being aborted one day before birth, and we've now made this massive imbalance, and into that imbalance we put Islam, and it's been done by the left to destroy Christianity. That's the reason. We're in a hell of a mess. A hell of a mess.
And not even just Christianity, just Christian values and normalcy.
Here in the United Kingdom, you can have an abortion up to the day of?
The day before birth. We've now voted for abortion one day.
For now. Pretty soon they're going to be like, well, I realized 2 weeks after the baby's born that I don't want it.
Before birth. There's one case where a little baby girl, a girl, 15 years of age, she got hold of the mifepristone tablet. She aborted.
I love what you're doing, mate. Keep up the good work, brother. Absolutely love you. All right.
Thank you.
She aborted the baby. They cut the baby's head off, arms off, legs off, put it in the food blender, hit Frappe. The police did nothing.
So here in the UK, apparently this man, you can have an abortion up to the day of birth. Crazy.
I didn't know that.
Trump, come and save f***ing England, son.
Now everyone is gathered here.
He's not going to save you, bro. He's playing his own game. He's not playing their game. He's playing his own game, which I think is going to lead to not good things. And I don't think that Trump knows this. I don't think that Vance knows this. I think that a bunch of people that are fucking with Trump know this, and they're trying to make it happen. But that's for a different video. I just don't think Trump actually knows what's going on.
At the stage, I've been invited to give a speech, so I'm going to go on just a second. We have hundreds of thousands of people right there. We got these lovely ladies right here, and then I'm going to be going on stage right now. Here we go. All right, now it's time for me to go on stage. Here we go. We got 100,000 people out here, and here we go. London! USA! 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 Today I've walked.
I love it. I love it so much that he's got the UK chanting USA. We should be sisters, man. We should be sister countries.
With some of you here, and as I was walking, one sign really crossed my mind. There was a sign today that said we did not vote for open borders, digital ID, two-tier policing, higher taxes, loss of free speech, in politics, higher cost of living.
Pedophilia in general.
Now your media will call you far right, and your Prime Minister will call you guys dangerous. But the ideas of freedom of speech are not dangerous, or the idea that you want to know who your neighbor is does not make you dangerous. It means that you have common...
No, it does. It does make them dangerous. Makes them dangerous to the corpo establishment. Makes them dangerous to pedophiles and rapists and murderers.
Sense. We live in a world where common sense is becoming somewhat abstract to have. A lot of people don't have it these days. In the United States, we let an entire state commit billions of dollars in fraud because we were afraid, our politicians were afraid of being called racist or Islamophobic for speaking out against the...
It's a virtue signal. That's not true at all, actually.
Fraud. Here in the United Kingdom, you guys had...
They're not doing it so they don't feel like they're racist. No, they're doing it to destroy everything good. That's the point.
Young woman be raped by gangs of men, and your politicians allowed it because they're afraid of being called a racist or Islamophobic. That does not make you a racist for speaking truth. No one should have to worry about where their tax dollars go. No one should have to worry if it gets spent into fraud or not, because we should have the confidence in our politicians. We shouldn't have to worry that our daughters are having to be careful who they go around, or a young woman in Scotland who is 12 years old shouldn't have to walk with a hatchet at the playground. I've been coming here to the United Kingdom for some time now, and each and every single year these marches get bigger and bigger and bigger. I think it is time that your Prime Minister and that your government takes heed to your words and takes heed to the caution that you guys are giving them, because change is inevitable here inside of the United Kingdom, and it doesn't need to be done because everyone should have the right to say what they want and have the freedom of speech. And may God bless you all, and thank you, Tommy Robinson.
Make the UK the USA. It wasn't enough that we broke off from Great Britain and started our own country. No, we have to go back and take over the UK because everything just got more retarded since we left. Now we have to go rescue the people we left behind. And the way we do that is we show them how they can revolt. We're pretty good at it by now.
Don't make me go medieval on your ass.
Us, the real people that revolt very, very occasionally. Has to be a good occasion. Not just any time social media makes us freak out. Those people are retards. They have to keep doing this so that they can train a revolution. We already know how to do it, baby! The Bible tells us exactly what to do. And people are doing it.
Thank you. How did I do in my speech?
You were excellent.
Excellent. Approved?
Approved.
Perfect.
We need you and we need Trump in the UK.
That is the end of this video. Make sure you like and you subscribe.
I wish we need Trump. No. Trump's going to be out of office in a few years. You need more than Trump. You need the culture to intertwine with the United States. With the actual real United States culture, not the fake one that they try and push on social media. Like, comment, subscribe.
Robot years. Are you afraid of it? Everything you've heard about is true.